I grabbed a pen and pad. Don't laugh, but when I first started, yeah, my flow sucked ass. My passion for the music helped me catch on fast. And everybody seen potential when this young lad. You see, I wasn't cocky then, I couldn't write hooks, couldn't freestyle, your typical rookie. Look at me now, I want a piece of the cookie. I'm in a session while you fools playing hooky. Threw out a bone and I'm the only one took it. Been around the best of Beaumont locals for spitting rhymes to the best of fellas that sing a vocal. I've been around, I'm familiar to most of you, but that's just it. Nobody wanna show support, but they all loving my shit. 5 niggas in the game, but I ain't gonna say your name. But if you disrespect the time, I have you living in shame. That's why I cut you niggas loose, I'm already slightly insane. Looked at them like my older brothers, but all they caused me was pain. Official untamed beast, call me king of the beast. Uh-oh, I'm so told, y'all ain't fucking with me. Official.
What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Q back in the building again, here with my girl Kailah, and you are chopping it up with Q. I got a very special guest here in the building. You know, everybody knows him as Tommy Strong's doppelganger. Rest in peace, my man. And he's also known as a thought just like me out there in the streets, except on Twitter this time. You know, he's still working on trying to post the oiled up pictures and everything. So, ladies, it's coming soon. But I do got my man, Mr. Al Sweets, here in the building. What's going on, man?
That's good. Such lies. Lies. I knew you were going to start this shit off like that, you motherfucker.
Drink it over there.
Oh, man. Hey, what's going on, though, man?
Not much. Was in a fantastic mood till you gave me that damn intro. No, I'm kidding. Nah, everything's good, man. It's been a stressful couple of days, but it's life.
Stressful couple of days, man. You mean stressful couple? How many days has he been in office so far? Damn, I lost count. That's how bad it is, and you just kind of like, man, how many days you got left?
Oh my goodness, man! I'm not even trying to think about that.
Oh man. Hey,
wait, am I supposed to watch my language here? I forget.
Oh no, hey man, this is off the rails, man. You can say whatever you want. Now, I do want to say this. Welcome, goddammit. I'm happy you actually came in. And
of course.
And go ahead and tell the folks how they can harass you on the interwebs.
Yeah, please don't harass me. I am not the one. You can. Oh my goodness. Okay. You can. Oh shit! Should I put on my professional podcaster voice?
Yes. Go ahead.
On Twitter and Instagram, Mr_Al_Sweets. That's MR because I got lazy. Let's see. I got a couple shows. You got the Right Manchild Podcast and Casually Sarcastic with Keisha and Derek, where I do that show with my bestie. Should I give out the emails to both of them?
That's up to you, man. That's on you, player.
Yeah, Right Manchild Podcast at gmail.com and Casually Sarcastic Podcast at gmail.com. You can find both podcasts on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn for some reason, and Google Play and SoundCloud. With my broke ass can afford the yearly fee.
Oh, hey man, who you telling? I totally understand, man. This stuff be breaking your pockets after a while. People don't realize how much, it all goes into the, behind the scenes stuff. It's a whole nother story, though. What are your podcasts about, though? I know I listen to the Right Manchild. I also listen to some of your vlogs on YouTube and everything. So tell us a little bit about what they're about.
I think I said this before. Since I refused to go to the VA for therapy because the VA,
sucks.
Yeah.
Okay.
That shit needs to be funded better, but that's another story.
Mm-hmm.
I just talk about whatever's on my mind, shit going on in pop culture, technology, comics, movies, music, yada, 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 stuff about my life. And it's the same thing on Casually Sarcastic, but I get trolled on by my bestie because I've known her for like 20 years, so she likes to tell all my business and put me in my place.
Uh-oh.
Which is fantastic because I need it. Exactly. Yeah, I don't let too many people check me. It's either her or my mama and a couple other people. That's about it.
Yeah, I always say like this. Folks like that, you never start a beef with. Otherwise, you end up with a Nicki Minaj situation where all your shit get aired out in the streets and you can't even say nothing back.
Actually, no. No. No, I'll take that L. I will take that L. Even with 2 subpar diss tracks.
Yeah, I mean, there's a point where you just be like, all right, man, you know, it's done. You win. Kayla,
Exactly.
what you do over the weekend? What you got going on?
What did I do this past weekend, or what am I doing this coming weekend?
Man, past weekend, you know, this is just
This
only
past-
Tuesday,
this
so
past weekend?
I don't think you actually have weekend plans up to this point, unless you got like a planner and you know people got to get on your schedule. Then, hey, more power to you. I told you the
do.
yellow bones be winning out here in these streets.
Yeah. Actually, legit, I do. Every time someone asks me to do something, I have to check my calendar because I'm a very busy woman.
You hear that, man?
As when you just said, what am I doing this weekend? That's why I pulled out my phone. Like, damn, what did I do this weekend? Or last weekend? But last weekend, I was in pain. I had to get a tooth extracted. It was an emergency extraction. It was one of the most, if not the most painful experience I've ever had in my life. And this weekend, I was trying to recover from that. So I'm fine now, though. Like, I'm pretty good. I had my drugs. I had my salt, my warm salt water. I had my mashed potatoes and soup and pudding and applesauce diet going. So, but yeah, I'm pretty good now. It's still kind of sensitive over there, but I'm getting better, much better.
Okay, after you just grossed everybody out talking about your yuck mouth.
I'm still cute, y'all. I don't have a yuck mouth. I just had to get a tooth pulled. That's all. But that was definitely a very scary experience.
I could say I have an empty nest this weekend, and it's
How
weird.
was that?
Well, okay, it's spring break, and so out here in Plano, it's spring break, and the babies are back home in Beaumont. And for some reason, my mom said she was going to watch the baby girl. The other one is with her mother. So I asked her, I said, "Are you sure you want to watch her?" She said, "Yeah, that's fine." I said, "Okay." So she's down there. So now every time I come home, I'm waiting to hear Daddy, and I don't hear anything. So I'm kind of sad a little bit. But but then on the flip side, I get to
hard.
yeah, I know her. But on the flip side, I get to walk around the house naked. So I mean, it's one of those.
You and your wife are probably having a field day. I know that's right.
No, see, the bad thing about that, Kayla, is like when you start getting older, is I say older, damn, like I'm going on 40 or something. But it's one of those things. It's like
no, that's me, God.
But no, it's like
I am 4 years away from that.
You get those moments where you like, I plan on doing this, but once you get home, you like, man, I just want to chill. I don't feel like doing nothing. It was bad, like for real. But
sounds a lot like my day, man. I went to school, came home, ate lunch, took a nap, woke up just in time for this.
Yeah, see, there you go. That's a day. So,
Jesus.
Speaking of that, but I did get to check out the movie Get Out, which was on yesterday.
Yes.
So, we had the opportunity to go in and take a look at this movie because I've been hearing a lot of hype about it. And I'm like, man, what is it about? I had an idea, but I didn't think it was going to be like that.
Like
you know
black
what?
Excellence at its finest.
What is great. So, you know what? As my guest, Mr. Sweets, Mr. Al Sweets himself, man, go ahead tell people what you thought about the movie first, and then we'll go into some more details.
Oh, shit. I fucking loved it. I'm out here in boring-ass Phoenix, so let's see.
Awesome.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of not awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I live in a state that not only put fuckface in office, but also said no to legalizing weed. So you can tell how happy I am.
Man.
Exactly. Yeah, that's why I'm moving back to Vegas. It's legal there. Edibles for life. Anyway, I saw it the day it came out early in the morning. It wasn't as packed as it should have been, and there were some white folks in the audience, so that was interesting. It was fantastic, and I could relate with a majority of it because I've been in those awkward situations. I've had those questions asked to me. No one touched my arm, called me a magnificent specimen, but I've had awkward situations, where people just want to profess their love for soul food. In my
All of a sudden,
it's like that's great. motherfucker, I don't go on about apple pie, do I? I mean, it's delicious, but I'm not going to talk your ears off about it. It's I like to enjoy certain things in silence.
Oh man, I remember watching it, and I ain't gonna lie. This is one quick, for anybody who hasn't seen the movie, in case a spoiler does come out, I will put in the description where we stop talking about the film, and therefore you could just fast forward to that point in time. Anything before that, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. Okay, that's fair enough. Warning.
Logan.
I need to go see that as well. That's next on the list.
You slacking, man.
Man, look, one movie at a time, man. But
yeah,
but it was funny because I ain't gonna lie. In the beginning, when they got pulled over by the cop and she held him down, I said, "Okay, all right, she may be one of those, because you got someone who's really down for it." I guess because they're getting it, whichever one. I don't know, whatever makes you do it. But then as the movie went on, I was like, "Man, hold on, something ain't right about her." And of course, I was right. I leaned over to my wife. I said, "I bet you this." She just looked at me. I said, "Watch, keep watching." See, I don't want to go too many details. It's like,
no, see, I didn't see the movie, so they're trying not to spoil it for me. But people have told me enough because I'm a punk. I was afraid to go see it at first because I actually saw the trailer last year. And so I thought it was going to be a scary movie. Like, that's the way that they portrayed it in the trailer. So I was scared to go see it, but I'm like, I still want to know what happens.
You weenie.
I am a weenie, and I admit that. But my dad, he gave me, like, the overall, like, gist of the movie. So I already know what.
Why?
I just don't know how it ends.
It's
the only thing. I just don't know how it ends.
It was really like a racial, to an extent, I guess you could say, kind of trying to describe racial profiling, racism, things like that, but in a way of Invasion of the Body Snatchers. I guess is that kind of the best way to describe it?
Yeah, that is a damn good description.
And it, like I said, it was interesting. So basically, they were trying to live forever, but then what they'll do is they'll go snatch. They didn't actually say why. But here's how I broke it down. So, talking about in the beginning where he was talking about how his dad lost in a race to Jesse Owens. Mm-hmm. Because of...
And we trying to figure out, like, how the hell did this black man beat me?
Yeah.
So they were fast. So he became, like, a doctor, and then he was, like, fascinated with, like, the black man's, like...
Yeah, genetic makeup, like, seems like...
So fucking nut job. It's like, white people... I don't mean to sound racist, and I might sound racist. A lot of these white people out here are fucking nuts. There are people, and even to this day, there are scientists who are obsessed with, like, trying to distinguish, or still trying to prove, like, the difference of genetic makeup and everything for, like, different races and stuff. Like, all these scientists, like, with things like Zika and, even going back to, like, Tuskegee Airmen and just, like, unleashing random diseases and stuff on people and not, using informed consent and just using people of color as lab rats. Like, white people are nuts. When they know it's wrong and they know it's unethical, white people are nuts. They are crazy.
Oh, man, they gonna come after us now. Sweets, what you guys say, man?
My thoughts are not a direct reflection of the critical dump. It was totally Kailah King's thoughts. Do not judge. But I mean, it's true. Like, time and time again, and that's why so many people of color don't trust, obviously not only white people in general, but the medical field, because we've been done wrong so many times. Like, oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure stuff like that still happens. If it wasn't happening in the past, it's still happening today somewhere.
Y'all, that's that public health education that's coming out now, where you have to learn about all the stuff that went on. I understand everything she's talking about, but
yes. Sorry, I just went on a whole tangent. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you, man.
I'm not
this
mad
healthcare
at that.
shit is real. Like, these scientists are mad scientists. Like, y'all don't know the half. Oh my gosh.
All right. Kailah's rants, everybody. We're gonna put a new segment in now.
Right.
Oh man, Al, what you got to say, man?
I just wonder if some of these folks love the movie Unbreakable and read a lot of old passages from Thomas Jefferson and his little fascination with black folks or whatever.
Oh yeah, of course he had 9 kids with her. I mean, did he?
I don't remember the book. I don't know if it was in class, but there was like this passage he was just going on about. Oh, is there a difference in blood or skin or this or just some bullshit science? I forget. Was it anthropology class or something? I can't remember.
Well, remember they used to say this was in psychology. If there was actually a symptom that early psychiatrists or psychiatrists tried to give runaway slaves. I think they were. I'm trying to remember the actual symptom they tried to say they suffer from. Crap. I'm gonna look it up, but let's go ahead and keep going. So, the film itself, though, I thought really highlighted some different things, and it highlighted because I have been in that awkward situation as well. I was somewhat in that this past weekend because my wife went to, for a brief moment, she went to a majority white school. And they invited her down to their class reunion this past weekend. And I'm like, all right, that's what's, I'll go. That's fine. You know, drinking with white folks is always fun until they get too drunk. And so we went down and it was really awkward because it was like, so we had one guy, he was like, oh man, I don't hope you don't take this the wrong way, but you're a really, really handsome guy. You kind of favor, what's his name? Oh, don't think I'm racist. This is his words exactly.
Right.
But he was like, but you kind of favor Donald Glover, and he was like, and then he started going in detail, like, oh, the cheekbones, the eyes, and I'm like, whoa, hold on, player. But it was interesting though because I was
first of all, you don't look like Danny Glover. First things first.
I don't feel I look like Donald Glover either, but some people I've heard that before, and I was like, okay.
And I don't look like Tommy either, but whatever.
I don't know. That's up for debate. That's subjective. What you're bringing out there.
Whatever.
But I have been.
Redbone. Shit.
Hey, man. Hey, that's a song still. But I would say this: like, I have been in those awkward situations where they're like, "Oh man, you're so nice physique," or y'all are always really strong, and matter of fact, like, Kailah, have you ever been in that situation? I don't know if it's the same for women or not.
No, I've never. I know one question, but I mean that's kind of stupid. But question I always get is, "What are you?" Like people, like
what are you?
Like people, like they don't. Yes, like what am I?
What team you play for?
Now that I have my hair out, like they say, "What are you?" Like, are you mixed or I love your hair, or I love your skin. You have such nice skin. You have such nice pink undertones. Like, are you Indian? And it's like, girl, I'm black. Can you just give me your ID and debit or credit? Like, you asking about my ancestral history, and I'm just trying to check you into a hotel room. Like, you're holding up my line, ma'am.
That's one thing I would have to say.
Ask your father.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I mean,
sometimes just like, I don't think you know what to say.
I would say this. I mean, and this is really to kind of express how because I would say there are situations where I think some white individuals, and this isn't everybody. I would say this. We speak in generalities, but this is not all inclusive. If you don't qualify, then just bypass it. If you know, because you probably know somebody's going to fit in this box anyway.
Well, it's like this. If you're offended, then it's probably you.
But most likely.
How about that?
Hey, hashtag facts. There we go. We'll go with that.
How about that?
But have y'all, I'm going to ask this question. I want you to answer first, and then I'm going to pass it to Kailah. Do you feel that sometimes they overcompensate with trying to relate to you because they're trying too hard to be non-offensive?
Yes.
Why is that? Give an example.
Oh Lord.
Right.
Oh yeah, you gotta elaborate, sir. It's almost like class,
Jeez, I'm trying to think.
Right.
I went to a friend's house way back when, because I lived in a predominantly Hispanic neighborhood. So I went over there, I just went to go visit, play some video games, listen to some Bjork because he was trying to get me open on some crazy ass Icelandic music. And his pops just kept going. That soul food comment I made earlier.
Yes.
That was the dad. He kept going on and on about that forever and ever. I'm like, dude, it's great. Can we just eat here and talk about normal things? I mean, I'm a foodie just as much as the next person, but I'm not going to go on and on about it. It's just chill.
It's like, here's the things I used to always hate. Oh, you speak so well.
Oh,
word
my
G.
God. Oh,
Honestly, that's what we were going with, huh? Or
you win. Oh, my God.
Did you used to play a sport? Yes, I did. But come on, you just automatically assume I played a sport.
Yeah, I tell cross country just to fuck with their heads.
One time I had a professor ask me, did I write my paper? I'm like, they were like, she was like, did you write this? I'm like, what?
I didn't. I bought this I bought this from Hillary Clinton. It was in her emails.
Right. I said, ma'am, I can show you. I was like, professor, I can show you my printouts of all the documents that I use, all my sources, all the notes and highlighted I made in those sources. So, like, when I write papers, I write them out by hand first. Like, I have a notebook. Like, what do you mean by that I write my paper? I was like, what? Because, in school, they're all big on the plagiarism thing. So I got scared. I'm like, you can get in serious trouble with plagiarism.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me? Did I write my paper? But then she spun it and was like, well, I'm just saying, like, your grammar, a lot of people struggle with this and that. And, there was an excellent flow to the paper, yada, yada. And I was like,
bitch, you trying to say I'm stupid? I
right.
just did that. That way she'd leave the hell alone about it.
It's like, to me, it's like, what, were you not expecting that? And you're shocked that I have good writing skills. I was like, oh my gosh, this is, yeah. I should have took that up to the dean or something. Because I was just like, first of all, she scared the shit out of me. Then I realized, like the underlying connotations. A lot of times they offend and then they try to spin it. Like, oh no, I'm just saying, this is excellent work, blah, 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 and try to cover it up with a compliment. But low key, you just tried to play the shit out of me. It's one of those things.
Yeah, and
it's like, excuse me?
Well, you're even more suspect if you use the APA format, from what I heard.
I hate APA. I just hate citing sources in general. I hate writing in general, honestly. I'm good at it, but I don't like doing it at all. I just wrote a paper last night. I was up till 2:00 in the morning writing.
Nah, see, I ain't do all that.
I bet y'all get an A.
I write my papers ever since, grad school. I think I've written 8-page papers in a couple hours. I read part of what I need to read. I always been good at making it sound like I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Bullshit. I hate writing.
But
I just feel like professors don't read those papers.
Nah, sometimes they
You're
don't.
right. You're right.
I'm not reading 30 students. Especially if I'm a big university, I'm not reading 100+ students' papers. It's not happening. But it can be one of those things where people are trying so hard not to be offensive, but you become more offensive in the wake of it. And I think some people need some help out here. Kailah, can you help these people on how not to be just to act themselves?
Drink your water and mind your business. Like, Sarah, I'm not asking you why your hair looks one way at the beginning of the day and a completely different way at the end of the day. I'm not asking you why you talk the way you talk, the way you smell, why you're eating what you're eating. Just drink your water and mind your business. Simple. Just drink your water and mind your business.
Exactly.
If you're not, I understand that there are some people who truly have a genuine, desire to understand different cultures and gain a deeper understanding and appreciation of different cultures. That's one thing. But in general, it's just like, just mind your business. It's not for you. It wasn't created by you. It's not designed for you. It's not always meant for you to understand. Another thing, a lot of time, once again, being general, this is just in my general interactions with some white people, not all. They tend to be very nosy. And
Oh
it's
my God.
a lot of times the questions, they don't come out of genuine curiosity. They just come out of being nosy. They just want to know everything. And there's no specific reason why, they just want to know. And it's like, just mind your business. Mind your business, Sarah. Mind your business, Mike.
Sarah. Y'all, you hear that? All the Sarahs out there? Only Sarahs.
All the
I'm saying.
Sarah, I can't say Kate because I have a white friend.
Back off, Carl.
See, look, yeah, see,
Right.
yeah, Carl.
Can't say Kate because I have a white friend named Kate, so I'm not gonna do that. So
Oh my goodness! Look, you know what? On the upside though, I can't say this about the Get Out. It was the first time where picking cotton was beneficial.
Oh shit!
It was the first time.
Oh my goodness!
And for all my people who've seen it, you get it. But all the ones that are just curious, there was a point where he took cotton out of a chair and stuffed it in his ear so he wouldn't get hypnotized again. See, it all came full circle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it also explains why Ben Carson's a total dumbass.
Oh dear Lord!
It's the only explanation I can come up with. Especially when you're talking about all the quote unquote slaves were just a couple of immigrants who hopped on a Tom Joyner cruise ship, thinking they just going to a Freaknik, and somehow they just got stuck over here. That's just what happened. At least that's what
that's not what delegation would like to announce a trade.
A trade, nigga,
Right.
we cutting him. We don't even need anything in return. But I
just put them on in a deserted island with Lena Dunham.
It's like, how can you're in a position of power and you say something. First of all, it seems like everybody in that cabinet is like a little slow, a little dumb, a little off. But I mean, that's the nicest thing I can say. I don't know how else to describe it.
Wow.
Oh man, but I would
say that, but yeah, they are a bunch of knuckle fucks.
Oh man, so we're moving on from that. For all my people who didn't see Get Out, please go watch Get Out. Watch it in the movies. Help support the film. Let's make this #1 film of the year. Why not? Outside of Star Wars, because I think Star Wars is going to probably top the last one, but we'll see. But at least make it number 2.
Do not watch it on your Fire Stick.
Yes,
do not watch it on your
don't,
Fire Sticks, black
please
people.
Don't. At this point, don't bootleg it.
Don't try to do it because it might fuck up your Fire Stick. So don't do it.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. So, Kaylah's got a question, y'all.
Do that for Kong Skull Island. Don't do it for Get Out.
So, y'all know it's that time again. And for some reason, Kaylah's always pondering, or Kaylah's got a question. What you got this today, ma'am?
All right, I got a question, and this is in regards to relationships. Is it necessary to know everything about your significant other's past relationship?
Yes.
Ooh. So you want to know how she was getting hit from the back over the balcony in 1990, whatever.
Yes, because it may affect it may affect how I feel about her. You know.
Exactly.
You know, you get those moments where you like, yeah, God, this is my girl, this is the one, and then all of a sudden, like for instance, let's do a scenario. All right, Style Sweets, you just met a nice young lady. Let's say you just met Kailah, and you're describe Kailah to me. I'm your man, and I never met Kailah, so describe her to me and go ahead and use her name.
Oh, I got to describe?
Yeah, go ahead.
Gosh.
This is,
just one of those things, man. I just met this girl, and you know how we do.
Let's see. I guess the best way I could say is that she is fine as hell, and you should talk to her.
Oh, and then I'll be like, oh, okay. No, so let's do it like this. I'll sit there. So let's just say Al came in, man, I just met this young fly chick, man. She cool. Her name Kailah. She yellow. For some reason, we always throw that out there for some reason. And
Always. Mind you,
It's with the yellow man.
I know.
anything
man, she.
about my complexion. It's always everyone else. Peep that.
Yeah,
Continue. We put
all
a
right.
tab on that.
Man, she
next
bad.
episode
Man,
when we talk about colorism, we put a tab on that. We'll mess it up.
and it's gonna be those. Man, she bad. Man, she got some ass. She got all this. Oh, word G. What's her name? Man, her name Kailah. Oh, huh?
Oh,
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
What you mean by that? Oh, nothing, player. She cool people. See.
right.
Oh, wow.
So I would say this. I use that to say this. If he knew it from you first, then it would kind of be a less thing, maybe. Then you'd be like, oh yeah, I know about that, man. Don't worry about it. I don't know. I'm just throwing shit.
Niggas be sick. Yo, when I tell you niggas be sick when they try to ran in your parade and the bull already know, oh my gosh. I've had guys, like, it's been times where I was talking to a guy and I may have talked to someone that, like, he knows, like, not necessarily his friend, but people know people. You can't help that. And the other guy finds out that you're currently talking to this new guy, but it's like you've already told him about what went on with the other person. So because this recently happened to me.
Uh-oh.
I'll tell you the story then. So I messed with a guy one time 4 years ago, and then I messed with someone else recently. I say like last year or so. And we were talking for a while, but then we then stopped talking. We're still cool to this day, but we stopped talking because, I was talking to the older guy. So this guy from 4 years ago, thinking that me and the newer guy were currently talking, goes and tells him, oh yeah, me and Kailah did this, that, and the third. But it's like, nigga, you've known all this time that me and this newer guy were cool. We was kicking it. You wait until you think that we're talking and serious to say something. When this nigga done been in your house, slept in your apartment, all this time, hung out, smoked, drank, spent the night, everything, and you didn't say anything. But then you wait until now when you think that we're talking and not to say something. You're a hating ass bitch. I don't like when people do shit like that. Yeah. Sorry, that sounded a little mean.
It's the
but
truth.
Why would you wait? You know what I mean? It's like plotting. Like, why would you wait all that? You had all these years to speak up and say something. You didn't say anything. You wait until now, not knowing that he already knows because I told him.
Okay. I can answer that.
Oh, this will be
because what he was going to try to do is give him a. See, here's where it messed up with us, and I'll go ahead and vouch for it. It's not. It's one of those situations where you visually see all this. Like think about. Yeah, I mean, think about what was the movie? Best Man, and think about how him knowing that his soon-to-be wife smashed his homie back in college years ago. He was about to end his whole relationship over that. He was like, "Damn that, I can't do it."
Should have wrote a better book.
Wait, who told him though? The friend or the soon-to-be wife?
Nobody. He kind of. So here's what happened. The big dummy kind of put it in his book, and dude kind of put two and two together, and he was like, "I'm about to fuck this dude up on sight." It was one of those situations.
So just be a better storyteller.
Did they get married and all? The fuck?
They did.
I don't know.
Exactly.
They did.
What you say, homie? Should you know everything about your the person you're getting involved with's past, or should you know some of it and not everything?
You know what?
Or should you just not know anything at all?
I pretty much don't care what happened in a person's past. It's not going to bother me. I mean, if you want to tell me, cool. If there's things that I want you to know about me, I'm going to tell you. But
he or she had a 10-person train ran on him back in college.
I'm going to be mad I wasn't number 11. I mean, but that's in the past. I mean, it's not going to bother me. It's no big deal. It's like, go ahead, fine. That's what you did in the past. It's all good.
Yeah.
You know,
I want to know some things, not everything though. I don't need details. Please spare me the details.
See,
I can't talk to you then.
It depends on because I mean some experiences are fine to talk about into detail, but I don't want to know like, especially when it comes to sex and everything, and some of those really intimate moments. Please spare me the details. But I mean, as far as personality, general experiences. I don't mind that.
I would refrain from listening to certain episodes of my podcast then.
Oh,
Lord.
one of those tell-all episodes?
I did. I had to tone it down a little bit because my homegirls were getting mad at me for bragging about certain things a lot.
Oh, oops.
Hey, man, look, everybody, ain't nothing wrong with bragging. Ladies, I know you done broke down a dude before. It's all good. I'm just saying. Every lady has done this to a man at some point in their life. They broke him off, and he never left them alone. He like, man, look, please, just talk to me. Why you not talk? You ain't call me. It's like, dog, it's been 2 hours. I know, but I thought you was messing around on me. We ain't even talk about that. That type of stuff. But
I had one of those moments. I'm not proud.
It happens, man. Hey, look, there's something when you get
some.
something.
Shit can be life changing.
Hey, while you playing, it'll get. So if you get something immaculate, you like, man, you know what? I'm gonna get it together. She's worth it. I'm gonna get it together.
Oh man, it sounded like a red shirt on Star Trek.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, but it does go into play where what Kailah was talking about earlier is that our desire to want to know everything because we don't want to be left in the dark. For instance, if you did previously date somebody or did something with somebody and then you found out that information second or third hand, then you're going to look at it differently versus if the person themselves said, hey, yeah, this is what happened back in college or back in my day or whatever. Mm. It's a fine line because I tell my wife this, and, sometimes you don't have to explain everything. There's certain things that should just remain in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I also do feel that certain things should be talked about because any dude out here who think they got them a freak or whatever and think she didn't get any experience along the way, you don't get that way just by watching TV. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
Somebody's in there, and the same thing on the other side, ladies. He learned the pipe game because he was practicing.
Yeah. Scramble porn does not make you a sex god right off the bat.
No, it doesn't. It just means you're a good study. That's it. So,
Mr. Marcus taught me everything.
Yeah, I know. But to answer your question, Kailah, I'm in between because I would say yes and no. It just depends on what it is, and it depends on who you are as a person. If you can't handle it, don't ask. That's what I would say.
And where you are in the relationship too, where you are in the relationship.
I don't know. What would be first date questions? Like, what are some things that are just like off the table that you can't ask?
Oh, first date questions. Don't talk to me like overtly about sex. Oh, what's your favorite position? Like, excuse me, can I order my appetizer? Like,
yeah.
geez.
As you order your appetizer, tell me about your favorite position. I'm taking notes.
No, I don't want to have those type of conversations. Get you put on the block list. They get you curved.
Yeah.
I feel like first conversation you should be getting to know me. Like, ask, okay, what do you do with your time? What do you like to do? What are some of your interests and hobbies? What turns you off? What turns you on? Not only physically, but mentally or personality wise. What type of men do you typically talk to? Like, get to know me first before you're worried about my vagina. That'd be nice.
Absolutely not.
And to me,
the reason I started to talk to you is because of that. No, you stop. I'm stopping.
But on the same token, shut up. But on the same token, if I also appreciate when a guy does that, like when a guy is just outright because to me it's like you're showing me what your intentions are from the jump. So you're weeding yourself out. So you're saving both of us time and aggravation. Thank you for doing that. You can go about your fucking day. Or after the date, you pay for this meal, then you can go on about your day.
Dang, hustling for the meal. That's a shame. Sweets, man, what you got to say on that?
But that wasn't my intention. My intention was I thought, okay, this cute guy, he wants to take me out. Let's go out. Let's get to know each other. But then all you're asking me, you don't want to get to know me. You just want to get to know my body. I'm not into that. Thank you for being forthcoming and telling me that. I'm good. I appreciate your honesty, but I'm good. There's plenty of people out there who are with it. I'm not with it. I appreciate your time. Thanks for the meal. Even if you don't want to pay for the meal, fuck you, because I got my own bread regardless. We can go on about our weeks.
All right, so fellas, just so you know, when you bring Kailah out, bullshit your way through it. Eventually, you'll get to the end of the
You
road.
won't have to.
Dear Lord.
If I have to.
Sweets, what you got to say, man?
Lord. Yeah. Happy hour forever.
Right, half off appetizers.
Exactly. I can only speak for myself because, everyone is different. That is definitely not a conversation for a first date. If you do that, just ask for the fucking check. But if that's what if the person on date wants to talk about that right off the bat, cool, I'm with it. But I'm not going to bring it up because that's kind of rude.
It could come off as creepy. Like, if that's your first thing, like, hey, man, what about that body, though? Like, okay, play.
Excuse me? Ew. Ew.
Yeah, it's like, can I blow your back out after I get this double cheeseburger? It's like, I'm not going to do that. That's no.
I'll even let you supersize it.
Exactly.
I'll take a small, thanks. Matter of fact, I'll just take a water.
Oh, man. I don't know. So, what's the most inappropriate question you feel you've been asked on a date? Or what would you say shouldn't? So, we already know sex is one of those things. Okay, let's base that on who I'm speaking with at the time.
Lord.
Sweets, I want a 2-part question. 1, what's the most inappropriate thing you've been asked? And 2, what else would you say is something that you just shouldn't, like anybody, you shouldn't ask this particular subject matter?
Oh boy. Shit.
I feel like the most inappropriate question.
Ma'am.
No, she can go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Don't be trying to escape. Don't be trying to run from the question, man. It's coming back to you.
Oh, I'm not.
Go ahead.
I'm not trying to run from the question.
I know I'm messing with you.
Yeah, go ahead, Kailah first, please.
Well,
mainly because I want to take notes, but go ahead.
I mean, oh my gosh. I guess I feel like there's 2. One time a guy asked me if, and this was like in the preliminary stages of whatever we were dating, not even dating, talking, going out. He asked me if I wanted to be in a threesome, and I was like,
check, please.
Oh shit!
Excuse me?
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, excuse me.
Not just sex with you, but sex with someone else too. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Like, excuse me,
That's one hell of a
like I said, everybody's into different things. That's just not my twist. I think it's unsanitary. I think it's
wait.
Unsanitary.
Unsanitary. I've never heard that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Unsanitary.
I mean, for me, like, I have a very sensitive body, so I can't just be swapping body fluids with hella people at the same damn time. Like, that's just not it.
So Kailah,
you keep hand sanitizer by your bed, don't you?
Probably.
What'd you say? You said I what?
You keep hand sanitizer by your bed, don't you?
Oh, absolutely. Well, not at my dad's house, but at my mom's for sure. Definitely.
God damn it, man.
Near my bed. I have it in my car, in my bag, in my purse.
On your keys?
My book bag. I used to, but it kept breaking. I had to get a new one.
Oh my goodness!
It kept breaking on my pants.
Plastic on the seat covers, plastic on the couch.
No, because that makes you sweat.
Hold up, Kailah. I have so many bad pictures now. Or you be like one, be like, hold up. You remind me of the chick in Booty Call who would be like, no. If you want to go down to me, you need some type of what was that? Some type of sandwich bag or something to go over the area.
Yes, that movie was so funny. Oh my gosh!
I'm still mad that he pulled out a fucking glove.
Yeah, man, that is implausible. That's not going to work.
Actually, make a dental dam out of a glove. Actually, I've rubbed the glove. I've seen it done.
You say you experienced it,
MacGyver.
Huh?
So I guess he didn't have any rubbers, and you had to just make do. Is that what happened?
No, we didn't. No, I never had anyone use a rubber glove on me, but because once again, going back to public health, I used to be a health educator, and we were trying to think of creative ways to make dental dams, and somebody did it with a plastic glove. You cut off, I forget which finger, you cut off a finger of the glove and you just put your thumb and your pointer finger in the 2 holes and you just stretch it out.
All right, fellas. So for all those guys that you're caught in the jam, you can always use the glove. But anyways,
but to me, if you feel the need to do all that in order to protect yourself from, and you plan on putting your mouth on someone's private part, but you feel like you need to do all that in order to put your mouth down there, I feel like you have no business doing that to begin with. That's just my opinion.
Right.
At least your mouth, like, I mean, okay, never mind. We're not going to
yeah, don't tell on yourself.
I'm just saying. Wow. But anyway, but as far, okay, getting back on topic. So that's the most inappropriate thing anyone has said to me. The other question, I just bringing up threesomes to me, I just don't like any question relating to threesome.
Would it be appropriate to ask about finances and things like credit score and all that stuff on the first date? No,
that's fine. Maybe we can talk about that on the second date, because I'm like, damn, is he trying to like steal my identity or something? Like, is he about to ask me for my social security number? I feel like that's a little deep for the first date, but that could be like second or third date, because then once again we're having, intelligent, intellectual, adult conversations. Trying to get to know what are my, maybe not my spending habits, but how do I handle my finances? Am I going shopping every other weekend, maxing out credit cards? Piling up a whole bunch of debt, because then again that can show a lack of responsibility. That could be a negative trait. He, would be looking for something like that. So that's fine. Again, paying attention to detail, having a decent conversation.
Is that his business though? What you do with your money?
But
that's what I'm saying. I wondered.
Well, I mean, he doesn't. I wouldn't mind. There's ways to figure out how a person. You don't have to. I wouldn't expect someone to outright ask me, "So how do you spend your check?" But if he asks me, well, what do you like to do? What do you like to do for fun? In your free time? Oh, I like to go shopping. I like to, get my hair done. I always got to have my bundles. I always like this. I'm always buying this and that. I love shopping. He might say to himself, okay, well, she likes to spend a lot of money, huh? She's always going shopping. She's always spending money. Is she doing this every day, every weekend? Is she living outside her means? I'm just thinking that may be some of the things going through his mind while I'm saying whatever I'm saying.
Yeah, well, of course you're a shop. You are a woman. Ooh, shout outs to my girl Autumn. I told you I was gonna throw that joke.
Oh. So yeah, I wouldn't mind being asked. I mean, don't ask me how much I make an hour, nothing crazy like that. But just be creative. There's ways to ask questions and infer from, gain context clues depending on the questions that you're asking, get a general feel of that person.
No, see, now you asked me to pay attention to you. But all right, Sweets, man, what you got to say?
You know what? Hashtag buy Q. How about that? All right.
Oh my God.
Sweets, man, what's
you
most?
Gotta keep playing around. That's gonna become a trending hashtag.
I know.
It is. It already is a hashtag. When I type it into my thing on Twitter, it like automatically comes up. I don't have to type out the whole thing.
Hey man,
wow.
being famous for the wrong reasons. I might change it. All right, go ahead.
I can't think of anything too. Oh fuck! What was word again?
So,
I'm sorry. I'm forgetting
what's the
words
most
right now?
All right. So I'll rephrase. What's the most inappropriate thing someone has asked you, like initial date, first, second date, whichever one?
I get mad at folks because I do a lot of dating profiles because trying to talk to people in public is stressful and just doesn't work for me.
All right.
Yeah. So I get mad at folks who don't read my entire profile because there's some important stuff I put in there. So if you're asking me about my sexuality and why I choose to be that way, I'm probably going to get up and leave because it's like something you should just accept. Don't ask me why I'm doing this, or don't be like my uncle telling me, think about the family. We got to keep the bloodline going or some hotep bullshit like that.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Or
that's right, man.
Yeah.
Stay woke, brother.
So, or my personal favorite. I went on this date like a couple years ago. We met at Starbucks because I'm cheap.
That's cute.
And, yeah, it's like, you know, a safe spot. You know, it's in
grab
public.
grab
you know,
coffee. Okay,
iced teas don't cost that much.
True that. Cup of coffee is $1.
What was that, Kailah?
What Starbucks you going to that got coffee for $1?
No, I said coffee is $1.
You must know somebody who worked there.
What Starbucks is that?
Well, I mean,
You must know somebody who worked there.
I mean, I have always had connections in places. Like, I used to get into the movies for free because I had a history with the young lady that used to work there. But that's another story. Go ahead, continue.
Such a thought, anyway.
Oh, Jesus.
Such a thought.
Bye, cute. No, okay.
Right, yeah.
It too, Brute, really?
No, but we were on a date at Starbucks and everything. We're talking about this and that, and she must have forgot the fact that I am pansexual. And when I told her that, she started recommending her gay friends to me, like, "Oh yeah, I know some guys you can talk to, and this and that." I'm like, "That's great, but you know,
I'm talking to you at this moment."
You,
Right, dummy. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, but you know, she's pretty much like, "No, I can't do that. I can't date a guy like that." I'm like, "Okay." Got my refill and left.
Okay. So I guess you had a situation like, you ever seen Insecure yet?
Yo, I already went off about this. On my I love everybody, but if you come at me with that Molly shit, I'm gonna just, either I'm gonna laugh hysterically or just cuss you the fuck out. And I don't mean to be rude, but I'm just tired of running into situations like that with this double standard bullshit. It's okay for never mind.
Yeah, hey man, look, I can't say that though. It is a double standard because, you know, when you hear a woman who does it, well, then first of all, let's stop right there. It depends on who the woman is, because there's certain ones you like, regardless of the situation. It's fucked up. It is what it is. But, you know, when you hear that, you like, oh, okay, she a freak. I mean, I could potentially get a twofer. The possibilities are endless. You know, that's how some guys will think about it. And, you know, like we said, you know, it's certain conversations we try to have on Twitter, we're still really trying to discover is that no one really knows outside of the protector and the provider and things like that. Nobody really knows what the man should do. Like, honestly, nobody really knows. It's like, because when you ask people, describe your mother to me and why you love your mother, it'll be like, oh, well, she's always there for me. She's this, she's that. It's like this whole elaborate thing. Or you could say, describe motherhood to me. It's this whole list of stuff. Okay, describe fatherhood. He pays the bills. He's a provider. And even then from there, that again goes over to how some women think of their man. It's like, oh, well, shit, if he ain't doing this, then he's useless. So now if you're saying, okay, if he's not domineering and he's now with men, and if he's the one getting dominated by other men, I'm going to look at him as less than a man. And so now we're getting all these other social things that's coming into play. So that actually needs to be elaborated on maybe a little bit more. That's just my synopsis of what I have seen. I don't know shit, but I'm just saying.
I can't answer that, so I'll just respond with eat a dick. For anyone take that way.
That's right. Yes. I like you.
That works too.
That's right. From the back.
Exactly. Or either that or just gobble the fucking genitals of your choice. It's like, yo, just get out of my face with that shit.
That's right. Tell them.
Gobble the genitals. That people have to sit there and think about that one. That's one of those insults. They'd be like, did he just? Hey,
right?
You know, it'd be one of those. Right. Oh man, but hey man, that's
destroying with words. Destroying with words.
That would be something we need to talk more about. Hey, I'm bringing you back. I'm gonna have to get you and my man John on there, and we can talk all about that stuff. Because I remember John actually did a slight episode on download men or whatever. I think that was the subject matter. I can't remember exactly the episode, but make sure to check out the John Effect podcast. My man's dope. And also check out my man Andrew Westmoreland with the Indie Press Pod. I'm actually going to try to work with these guys too. We're going to have some dope stuff coming up. So make sure to check out those 2 podcasts specifically. Yes, shameless plug. But anyway, he had an episode where he had an episode.
That shit, man. Plug it.
Hey, but he had an episode where they had a lot of people come in talking about, the quote unquote phenomena of the down low man and so on and so forth.
Oh, the bane of my existence.
Yeah. But then again, it's like, how come there's no such thing as like a down low woman?
Because it's normalized, man.
I was going to say because of that double standard of homosexuality or bisexuality being sexy or attractive for women, whereas with men, it's quote unquote not accepted, not as socially accepted.
Yeah,
for whatever
non-existent.
Yeah, and okay, now I can talk about myself. Here's why I look at it differently. And the only reason I say this is because when I think of ladies, I always think, oh yeah, it's gentle, nice, and soft. And even though I can't watch lesbian porn, it's just hella boring. But
I'm saying
every time I think about that, I think of the episode of South Park. Did y'all watch South Park or should I not continue?
Cesar.
Word, really?
Yes.
You asked if we ever watched South Park.
Fuck yeah, Cesar. Yeah, that's.
Come on now. But I mean, I've tried because I was like, oh man, I got my girl Tony Sweets and this chick. Yeah, man, let me watch this. And you like, oh, okay, all right. They do all right, man. I'm gonna move on. I can't do this one, But
yeah.
Oh gosh, ew, that's how it goes. Never mind.
Yeah, but I mean, I can say for myself, I look at it because I'm like, okay, 2 gentle creatures going in there and rubbing and caressing. It's great teamwork that they're going through right now at the moment, and then of course, when we think of you insert man there, then it gets more aggressive. So we're not, oh man, these dudes in there fucking each other up in there. God damn, that's how it will be viewed, I guess.
Yeah, man, it's not a UFC fight.
I know, but
Jesus.
But in my mind, that's how it would work. That's why I was like, I don't know. I had to ask my man Eric about all that stuff, but I don't know if my curiosity goes that far yet. I'm working on it.
Quick shout out to the good folks at Tea with Queen and Jay because they were talking about that same double standard in their episode, and they're fucking phenomenal. If folks haven't listened to them yet, y'all need to get them in your life. All
right. What's the name of it again?
Tea with Queen and Jay.
Okay, cool. And but I do think these are the things that need to be discussed and talked about because it's the fact of we create these ideas because we have a lack of information on it and we don't understand it. And the thing is that some people also try to only understand just so they not because they can change things, but just so they can just have information. And I mean, I look at it like having information is great, but if you're not going to use it for anything positive, then you're just wasting your time and, taking up storage space. But that's another thing. So going back to Kailah's question, yes and no.
Oh.
Do you want to know things? Should you know everything? Yes and no. That's
cool.
my answer.
What was the second part of that question? I can't remember if I answered it.
The second part of the question was. Hold up.
Just in general,
yeah. What's something else that's inappropriate outside of sex? Questions as far as like first date stuff.
Asking about finances on the first date is a no.
Okay.
Because I don't know. I don't want to know about your money. You don't need to know about mine. We both have it. This date is getting paid for. That's all that matters. We're not going to end up washing dishes at the end of the night.
I don't know, man.
Unless you're into that.
Wolf, they're like some drug kingpin somewhere.
Tell me on the second date.
I'm working no more. I'm joking.
Oh man.
Yeah, just like
Matter of fact, it's funny that you said that somebody. I met a guy today, and he's like, he asked me what do I do. I asked him what he does. He said, I do the CDL, blah blah blah. Then he's like, I'm in the streets a little bit too. Like, what the fuck? Block list? Who the hell says that?
In the streets, huh?
Thankful
rappers.
Thankful for your honesty. You weeded yourself out. You saved me and you some unnecessary time. but he just said it so nonchalant. Yeah, and I'm in the streets a little bit. I'm like,
first, man,
What, motherfucker?
like, dudes, you don't expose yourself firsthand. You don't say that stuff. That's like,
yeah,
what if you were a cop?
right? Hello. Okay. I'm at work. I gotta go back. Like, my break is over. Blacklist. Like, what the first?
Oh my goodness.
It's this boy.
I would say, man, folks, stop playing yourselves out there in these streets, man.
No, say that. Say that.
Like, for real.
Say it, because it be some bitches. And once again, it's always different strokes for different folks. I appreciate, and I'd rather.
No pun intended.
What? I appreciate. Oh, I got it. I'd rather you.
Oh my goodness.
Stop. I'd rather you tell me and be honest from the beginning, and you know what I mean, and be yourself from the beginning, than for me to find out, 6 months from now, I'm all starting to fall in love and shit, and then somebody's kicking down my door looking for you, and then come to find out you're a drug kingpin on the other side of town, and I had no idea until now. And now I'm in all this deep shit. You know what I mean? And that's what tends to happen a lot of times. Like I said, I'd rather you, from the beginning, tell me what's up, and let me decide whether I want to accept that or not. Don't hide anything from me, and then I have to find out, once again, through the second, third, or fourth party.
Okay. All right. Honesty.
That's it. And I feel like, guys, you do better off. And this kind of goes back to an episode with that Flaw was talking about. Shout out to Flaw on, what's that, 700 Block?
Oh, yeah, 700 Block.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about men being honest up front. Like, do men, who do you love more? Like, the person you lie to or the person you tell the truth to? And to me, I think it's more important to just tell the truth, because for me personally, I'd rather be hurt by the truth than the lie and the truth, because to me, you told the truth, you respected me enough to be forthcoming with me and let me make the decision of whether I'm going to accept whatever,
Okay.
versus you lying to me. Then you insulted my intelligence by lying to me, and then on top of that, so I got to deal with that, and on top of that, I got to deal with whatever bullshit you're throwing at me.
See, I think when it comes to lying, it depends on the situation, because I know sometimes we always forget.
Well, yeah, little white lies,
Well, I mean, okay, white lie's a lie. Come on now. I guess it just depends. But
do I look fat? No, babe, you look beautiful. Okay.
You're right, because I still like hitting that. I'm not going to tell her the truth.
All right.
It's like,
It's a lie.
I mean, that is the
make
truth.
me feel good now and then. That's a lie. But versus, did you fuck that bitch yesterday? Okay, yes or no?
No, because I want to preserve our relationship. See, that's the thing. Is like, no, I'm just saying there's other things there are other factors we got to look as. It's one of those things we always say, oh, just tell the truth. It's like, that sounds easier said than done. It really does.
True, but you still do it, man.
Just fucking tell the truth, damn it.
We should. You're right.
Y'all lying ass niggas. Tell the damn truth. It will set you free, okay?
See,
tell the damn truth.
And then go ahead, Al.
No, I was like, yes, do your best Will Smith African impersonations. Tell the truth.
See, well, here's how I look at it when it comes to things like the truth and why some people tend to lie. And it's one of those things, like I always use this example, and I know people like to, add more context to it, which that's totally understandable, but it's the same thing as that. One, punishment has never, if ever, stopped anyone from doing something wrong. Okay, that's one thing. Two, you do tend to lie to those closest to you that you care about more, because there's a relationship in the balance of what you have to say. So people are a little bit, that's why I say, if you read random person X, you're going to tell them what's exactly on your heart. You don't give a fuck. Why? Because I ain't got to see you again. I don't give a damn about you. But then if you got to tell something to your mother, Mom, you fucking up. Or, hey, Mom, let me talk to you. Or, hey, baby, I kind of messed around with you with this person. I apologize. Because the thing is, you're thinking about the possible outcome and what's going to come from that. Because it's like, okay, if I go do that, yeah, I made a mistake. But then if I didn't come clean about it, I could then potentially lose all of it. I don't want to go through that. And yes, it's a selfish act. I can say that. It's selfish, but then you're being selfish, but then you're also looking at how it would have turned out, how it's going to affect the other person, and so on and so forth. So I think some people just lie so they can buy themselves more time until they just either get caught up or they decide to come clean. What you got?
But aren't you risking it doing the fucking act anyway?
That's true.
Right. I'm like, so why would you even put yourself in this scenario to begin with?
It's the same reason.
If you're worried about telling them, don't fucking do it.
But this is the thing. It's the same reason why it's just, I look at it like this. Have you ever lied to anyone in your life? Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, of course.
When you were with your parents, didn't you do shit you knew you weren't supposed to do? Knowing I would get my monkey ass stomped the fuck out if they catch me.
Yeah.
But in this situation,
we was talking about that on Twitter.
I know, but and here's why I say it comes into play, because okay, you have that situation. Yes, if your parents catch you out there doing something that's gonna get you locked up or killed, you're gonna hurt their feelings. But the thing is, you're not gonna always come clean with that until you get caught up. So all of these things, and that's usually your first interaction with anybody, and that's how you build most of how you're gonna go through life initially with your parents or whoever's closest to you. Then it goes to friends and so on and so forth. So then you get to your relationships and you're like, hey, this is great, this is that, and this is this. And then, yes, okay, I messed up. I'm not saying, see, the thing is, like, even cheating is not as simple as we think it is. Like, oh, you should have just said no. Yeah, that's true, you're right. But in the situation, some things go faster than what you're willing to, than you could catch up to. And you're like, damn, that shit happened.
Man.
I mean, am I wrong? Unless that just happened to me, but I'm like, we've all been in situations where we're like, what the hell did I do that shit?
Yeah.
But to me, it's like in most, I can't think of any specific examples, but I feel like a lot of times it's like you put yourself, or people put themselves in the situation or the environment to you put themselves in an environment or situation that's more conducive to them, cheating or whatever. Like, okay, you say you didn't mean to cheat with a girl, but so why did you agree to meet with her at 8 p.m. in a room by yourselves? Or
I can answer that question. Go ahead. I mean, because I put it like this: when I did it, it was basically almost that scenario, but I didn't think it was going to happen. First of all, no, because the other thing is she wasn't supposed to be into men either. She was, as far as I knew, she's never dated a man, never been into men, etc. And I knew of her, and we had a relationship back in the day. It's not romantic relationship, but we were friends as well, that type of stuff. So I didn't think anything of it. And then all of a sudden, one thing went to that, and I was like, damn, I did that shit. Okay. Now I got to explain myself.
Y'all niggas give me a headache.
Yeah.
Headache.
So y'all go, all right, fine. I'm the only one. I'm screwed up. Right?
No, because I've made that mistake too. I've made a lot of these stupid ass mistakes thinking I was God's gift to women. I can have whatever I want. Like I fucked a coworker while I was dating the love of my life, and I regret that. I did, and I told her that she dumped me, and I fucking deserved it. And yeah, so it's like I try not to do that. No, it's like not try. I don't do that.
Yeah,
if I have a moment of weakness, I don't need to be in the fucking relationship anyway.
Yes, but it's like I'll even put it in a scenario with a woman. I've seen women who get closer to men because the guy, either the man they're with, who they built a relationship with, built all these different things with, he maybe isn't doing as much as he used to, or he's too busy now because he's out there working or doing whatever. And then just some guy at her job just starts complimenting her eyelashes or some shit. Girl, I see you got them toes done. Just random bullshit like that. So now she's feeling something that she may not have felt. Or hell, fuck it. Her dude's penis is broken.
Girl.
Nigga got whack. He got whack stroke game.
Stay then. Why stay?
Because here's why. in those situations, is especially if you have history and you have other things built up, it's not the easiest thing just to walk away from. Now, yeah, we just met. Yeah, fuck it. If we just met within a year, 6 months, yeah, I'm out. I ain't got shit with you. But now, let's put this scenario. You're married to Kailah. Y'all been married 10 plus years. You got 2 kids. You got all these different things tied into each other. Resources. That shit ain't free to walk away from no more. Now we got to consider some things. Now we got to consider.
Keep your own personal bank account. Just saying.
Even then, that shit just ain't. Especially if there's if y'all sign that contract, that just ain't your personal bank account no more.
What? What about? Because even my parents, they have a joint account, and then my mom has her own separate bank account.
No, what I mean is if all of a sudden you want to walk away, that shit ain't free.
But if I got a little stash, I'll be alright. I got something to fall back on.
I don't know. If I'm married to Kailah, why am I walking away?
That's true. But I don't know, man. She might say your feet stink or something. I don't know.
Then I will get help. I will go to a foot clinic.
Right. Dr. Scholl's type.
I don't know, but that's why I always say, like, people always say, "Oh man, why don't you just leave?" I said that sounds simpler than what you're making it seem. This is like having hard conversations with people. In theory, it's easy. The actual act is difficult, especially if you know. Huh?
I guess I just. Oops, sorry. Go ahead, Kevin.
Oh no, I just said why not put theory into practice? Because you said it's not good in theory. Put theory into practice.
Oh. Okay. No, go ahead.
I guess it was just easier for like everyone to just walk away from something, just like, because I could do it like that no matter how long I've known the person.
I know that's right.
I'm out.
Yeah, and for some
especially
people,
during the last 2 years, especially with this all this election fuckery.
That's different.
I've walked away from folks I've known for ages, even people I was cool with in the Navy that I am not fucking with anymore.
Yeah, and
it's just easy.
And for the most part, I was able to do that as well. Like I've stopped being friends with somebody I was friends with for like half my life. We had fallen out, couldn't get things reconciled. Hey, it is what it is.
Exactly, fuck them.
Yeah, and even in relationships, that's why I think a lot of my exes aren't friends with me, because I moved on like day one. Oh, we breaking up? All right, cool. All right, girl, you in the game now. What's up? it was that bad.
Lord. See, you do things differently. I go through a breakup. I'm hitting up an arcade bar, going to a movie. Excessive masturbation, and Battlefield 1.
Person.
What'd you say, Kailah?
I said that's because Q's a terrible person.
I am. I was. You're right. I mean, hey, look.
How is it terrible to just get over a person like quickly, or is it just the way he's handling it that you're kind of mad at?
But are you truly handling it, or is that a defense mechanism?
It could be both.
It could be both. I don't know. I mean, no, because I mean, I wouldn't say it was a defense, because I've technically only been in love once, and that's with the woman I'm with now. Other than that, I was just in deep infatuation.
Being a little hot potato out there.
Hey man, I don't know what to say, but oh man, we're running low on time, man. I had another question to put out there, but matter of fact, let me just ask it real quick. We can go ahead run through this real quick. We will leave it short. So, quick question. It's actually based on a picture that I posted on Twitter. So here's what it reads as: Derek approaches Tasha in the club. Yeah, Derek. Hey, man, it works out perfect. All right, so Derek approaches.
One, because they misspelled my name. There's only one true spelling. It's Derek. Not this. Never mind. Read the question.
Hey, it's still pronounced the same. Okay, Derek approaches Tasha in the club and offers to buy her a drink. She accepts and then begins to talk. The more they talk, the more drinks he buys. Tasha flirts. Derek buys drinks. 90 minutes, $50, and 5 drinks later, Derek asks for Tasha's number. She says, "Sorry, I got a man." Is Tasha manipulative or is Derek dumb?
Both. She draws. I don't like that. No.
What?
Sorry, you can go first, Al, because I've been talking a lot. You can go first.
No, you go right on ahead.
And I mean, well, once again, it depends on the person. It's always situational with everything. Some guys are, for whatever reason, they're just hyped to spend their money. You have your flashy guys. Oh, I'll buy you this. I'll buy you that. I'm the type of girl where if if a guy offers to buy me a drink, that's fine. But if I know I'm in a relationship, I say, there's nothing, ladies, there's nothing wrong with saying no. Stop being a fucking freeloader all your life. Like,
so you tell them they can't.
Like I don't feel right.
So you saying they can't hustle the game if that's his fault? Nah, let me stop. Go ahead.
Well,
no,
yeah.
Right, taking advantage of a guy like that. I mean, unless he's, dope boy, whatever, buying everybody drinks and don't care, then all right, yeah, you can buy me a drink. But if you know that you're in a relationship, or even if you're single and the guy is butt ugly or his breath smells really bad, and you know that there's just no chance that you're going to give him your number, why would you do that? You know what I mean? It's unnecessary. Then you got to worry about the guy following you around for the rest of the night, trying to get your number the rest of the night. Then, come to Philly, 1 minute I'm beautiful, this and that, buy me a drink, and I decline to give my number. Then I'm bitch this, hoe this, might fuck around and shoot me. Like, it's girls, it's women that have been killed in Philadelphia for declining men. So,
and those dudes are hella.
You can't say yes, you can't say no.
Those dudes are hella whack. I can't speak on them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's real in Philly. So, I mean, I just, not only for just my moral reasons, but for, to a certain extent, safety reasons, I'm not playing that game. Like, if I know I'm not interested, no thank you. Of course it's not ill, nigga, get the fuck out of my face. But, I am thankful. I appreciate the offer, but I respectfully decline. No thank you. And I say that to people. No thank you. I appreciate it, but no thank you. I'm good.
Well, first of all, I always
it's worth more than $50 worth of drinks. Fuck that.
Hey, I tell ladies like this: y'all better leave them overly emotional men alone. They don't know how to deal with how they feeling. Those dudes are dangerous. But Sweets, what you got, man?
Oh Lord. Well, I'm a fucking cheapskate, so what Derek is going through does not apply to this Derek, because I am not spending drinks on anyone but myself.
Never experienced that emotion.
Exactly. Like, unless we're dating, that's the only way I'm buying drinks. So if I know
Thank you. That's a man after. Yeah. Hey, look, you the man. Just so you know.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm a fucking cheapskate, so there's no way in hell I'm going to buy drinks for anyone in the club. You're not even going to catch me in the club in the first place, because that's a lot of strangers there. Stranger danger like a motherfucker.
Right.
Man, who you?
But I mean, hey, if that's what that Derek wants to do, if he wants to buy $50 worth of drinks only to get rejected at the end, hey, that's his business. As long as he's not on a fucking rooftop with a sniper rifle afterwards, that's all that matters.
See, look, I'll say it like this, man. Wolf, that was the last time Derek said he was going to get rejected, that he jumped off the roof or somewhere. See, she could have just saved him for a little bit of ash. That's it. I mean, he made his life a little bit nice.
That's so deep to think of, though, because there's people that really be out here doing stuff like that. That's so
It's true, because, I mean, people don't either. They have a hard time dealing with rejection, or they've been rejected so much to the point to where they feel they have no purpose. And I would just tell everybody like this, man. Look, just like those who like you. That's it. That's it. The ones that tell you no, just say, all right, that's cool. Let's just roll on.
It's nowadays. It's extremely hard to find anyone who likes you as a friend. People are just so fucking weird nowadays, man.
I really think people just trying to get their rocks off, and that's it. I think that's men and women. Everybody just trying to get it in how they live right now.
That's another thing. I'm not going to put myself out like that, but yeah, times is hard. Damn it, times is hard.
Hey, look, I tell y'all, man, that dating game is treacherous. It's rough out there, man.
Like for real, this is like the 8th or 9th time I deleted Tinder in a span of like a year. So it's like,
damn, is that bad?
It's that bad. like, what do I say? If I'm honest, nothing. If I'm not that honest, nothing. Like, it's like, doesn't matter how I play it, I get no responses or whatever. And that's even if I do withhold my sexuality from people. Which you really shouldn't. Like, people, don't do that, all right? You're fucking it up for me, all right? Be honest.
See, and like in this situation, like I've seen dudes do that. They go out and they blow all this money and things like that, and the girls just kind of walk away like, thank you. Because, I mean, it is one of those things like we talked about earlier. It's like he feels that's what he should do. That's how I got to get her to like me if I drop bread. And some women also feel he needs to do that if he's trying to get at me. But then again, what's that?
Bread attracts birds.
Yeah, and I personally have never been, I buy my wife drinks, but before that, I wasn't out there buying drinks for people. I barely brought people out for dates. Yeah, I was that dude. They usually brought me, but
Jesus.
But I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, one, I would tell Derek like this: "Hey, man, she don't owe you anything. If you really, I understand you feel you invested in it, but in the end, your investment just crapped out on you. That's just what happened." So,
better yet, just tell them, save the receipts, put it on your taxes.
There you go. Or do what? Oh man, what was that on All Def Digital? Man, they did a perfect skit. It was hilarious. Did I share it with you, Kailah? I think I did. But this dude, he was out with this one chick, and they were sitting there. They were sitting there. Yeah, and he was like, "Oh man, it's the best date I've ever been on." And she was like, "Oh no, we're not on a date. Yeah, I'm taking it slow. I'm not really trying to date anyone." He was like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "I perfectly understand." And the waiter brought the ticket, and he was like, "Oh, hold on, my man. You need to separate these two because obviously we're not on a date. So only time I pay is when it comes to dates."
And right, how about that? That ain't nothing wrong with that though. And you know what? I practice that if I'm going out with someone, because niggas catch feelings a little bit quicker when they spending money on you, rightfully so. But if I'm going out with someone, because I mean, of course, a guy got to feel good about you if he's spending money on you. At least the regular schmegular guy, not regular schmegular, but the guys would just money to blow. The dope boys, they don't care about spending money because they're not responsible for their money anyway.
So it's love if I go half on a 20-piece.
Hey, there you go. Hey, we hit up this 2 for $20.
No, that's 20 piece. No, I'm saying
because you got to be real special for me to share my chicken nuggets.
Hey, I feel that.
If I go out, I know that I'm not that into them. I have no problem whatsoever paying. Like, I'll volunteer from Jump Street. I'll pay for myself because, once again, I don't want things to get misconstrued, and I don't want, if things don't work out and then you to come back, the first thing somebody will always try to throw in your face is, "Well, I did this and I spent this." No, you didn't.
Well, you didn't have to, motherfucker.
Hey, shame on you. That's what I was.
That's what I'm saying. But once again, I'm being proactive about the situation to avoid all that, to avoid any confusion, and so I don't have to smack nobody for talking to me crazy. That you can't throw that in my face. Okay, yeah, we didn't work out, but what did you lose out of it? You didn't spend any money on me. Like, you had a good time with me because we went out, and I'm an awesome person to go out with. So it's not like you had.
Oh, here we go. See, y'all talk about it. Oh man,
no, I'm listening.
I don't ever want a man to be able to say, "I did this for you. I spent that on you." Like, what the fuck do you mean? You don't like me or yada yada. So, like, once again, to avoid all that confusion, so I don't have to smack nobody's son.
Man,
I pay for myself if I'm going out with somebody that I don't really see, I guess potential. I don't really see myself truly being with them.
Hey,
but if it's a guy that I like, he can pay. That sounds backwards. That sounds really bad, actually.
Not really.
I mean, I put it like this. I would tell anybody initially, just pay for your own stuff. That way, there's no way he can even make you feel obligated. And there's no misunderstanding. It's like, hey, man, look, I'm going to pay for mine. I'm going to pay for, I'm going to meet you up there. Nah, I don't need you to come pick me up. I'll meet you over there. That type of stuff. I mean, what can he say then?
Yeah, I don't like get picked up like that either.
But
And that's
Because
exactly why.
I want to always be able to leave. I mean, now with
Kayla,
Uber and Lyft, that's the thing I'm
Kayla.
gonna make.
No, go
Huh?
ahead. Go ahead.
No,
Go
I'm
ahead.
messing. No, I was like, hey, Kayla, guess what?
What?
We have a guest.
Stop
He
it.
would like
Go
to
ahead.
say something.
Oh, dear Lord.
Go ahead. I'll shut up.
No. Finish your thought.
No, I
Finish
like
your
messing
thought.
with
It's
her.
all good.
No, go ahead. No.
Kay-
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's why I always opt for happy hour at Applebee's for a date.
Word.
That's what I'm talking about. $1 pints or $2
Exactly.
pints. Is it $2 pints now? I think.
And
Oh
if it's a
man,
shitty
Complain
date, at
about
least the
that,
beer's
too.
good.
Niggas complain about everything.
was that?
I said niggas are complaining about everything. They complain about McDonald's and Burger King. So therefore, like I
And
said, I'm
that's
always
where I like to
prepared.
go.
So, oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, we can hit up this value menu. What's wrong with that?
Exactly. There is nothing wrong with splitting, some Little Caesars on a first date.
Oh my gosh. Ew. Little Caesar's pizza is gross.
It is. But for $5,
Hey, for $5, you can't complain. I'm just.
Ugh.
Oh
I'd rather
man.
get a $5 box from Popeyes or something.
Oh my
okay,
god.
so we're gonna fight.
Y'all got
We're gonna
Popeyes?
fight. Yeah, we got Popeyes, but I avoided like the plague because Churches is the greatest.
What?
What?
That's right, damn it, Churches.
Oh
I need to
man.
make a poll. What
Ah,
chicken?
my
Churches
good-
or Popeyes?
Well, actually, the place that has like the best fried chicken to me, I don't even know if they exist anymore. Fucking Questlove had this spot in New York called High Bird, and it was like, it was fucking heaven.
See, I need to go
until
there
they closed it.
just because I'm a big
But
Roots
see-
fan.
See, I don't know if it's not in New York anymore, and I don't know if he opened a spot in Philly. If he did, go there immediately.
Okay.
I don't know if it exists, but
Hey man, yeah, just send me your
Questlove
send me your
is
private
like-
jet.
yeah, if Questlove is listening, bring High Bird back, brother. Come on, you can't take that away from me, man. It was
Oh,
like the
man.
best drums I've ever had in my life so far, and biscuits. But until that shit comes back, Churches is the greatest.
Oh my god. You know what? We're gonna end the show on that one. About Al Sweets, man. Where can they find you again? Go ahead, plug all your social medias again, and also tell them about your show and where they can find it again.
Okay. You got the Right Manchild Podcast and Casually Sarcastic with Keisha and Derek. You can find both of those on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, and Google Play. The emails are casually sarcastic podcast at gmail.com, the Right Manchild Podcast at gmail.com. And if you want to cuss me out for my love of all things Churches, you can find me on Twitter at Mr_Al_Sweets. Instagram is the same thing, not MISTERMR, please.
Because he didn't want to spell it out.
Exactly. Motherfuckers is lazy, and this account was created back in like 2004, whatever. I don't know.
Oh man. Okay. All right. Kayla, go ahead and tell everybody where they can find you.
Yeah, because I need to know that.
I just followed you, Mr. Al Sweets. Mr.
Mr.
Mr. or Al _ Sweets.
Yeah, that's right, man. Go ahead, hit up them DMs, man. She available? I think. I don't know. I'm just saying.
No, actually, I would like to know that, actually.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh, sir, we have to handle that off it. No, I'm just
Right. But y'all can find me on Twitter at vitamin_KAI, and then Snapchat, same handle, vitamin_KAI, and Instagram _Kailah_KAI. That's all. If you want to be lame on Facebook like I am, you can add me on Facebook. My name is Kailah King. It's KAILAH. My last name is King. But yeah, I'm pretty lame on Facebook because my parents are friends with me on there, so got to keep it all PG. But everywhere else, I'm pretty ratchet. So
I had to delete Facebook because of a lot of things.
For stalkers.
No, not stalkers, just the whole election thing, man. Like, plus, Facebook is toxic as fuck.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Facebook is so annoying. I can't. I just post on there because, childhood friend, some old teachers, my parents, some of their friends. Yeah. Post a picture here and there. But yeah.
Yeah. Like,
you want to
I
know
like
the
to read
real
a couple of my
follow me on everything else.
All right.
I did.
And
I did. You should check your DM too, but yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Player. That's what I'm talking
nasty,
about.
Nothing nasty. I'm not on that fuckboy
Nothing
shit.
about
Just
threesomes.
He gonna
right?
send-
Okay. Nothing
you gotta
about
send
my
it-
nothing about
finances.
threesomes.
You gotta
Nothing
send the
about your
info.
finances.
Nah. You just send the infamous dick pic. But nah, man. Y'all
my
can catch
God,
me,
no.
your boy Q. I'm
I
at
mean, if you
Q.
want that though. Oh my God, Derek, shut up. All right.
I'm at. You can hit me up on Twitter at Q the Great. And I am also on Facebook if you want to hit me up on there. You can also check out the Critical Dumps Network's Facebook page as well. Facebook.com/The Critical Dump. You can also catch us on our YouTube channel. We're going to try to start that back up again. We just haven't really done anything too much. Other than that, catch Choppin' Up with Q, which is what you just witnessed and what you just got through listening to with my special guest, Mr. Al Sweets here. And we also, you can catch us always on Spreaker, Google Play. We're working on a Stitcher, getting all that put up. We are on iTunes, and I think TuneIn, they put us on there too as well. I didn't know anything about it, but it happens. Other than that, man, send us a line. Let us know how you think about the show. And other than that, I want to thank my guest again for coming back on. He's going to have to be back because, like we said, we got more conversations to have. But other than that, we out. I'm wiggin', I'm down my brother hole, and we been after the cash.